Hey guys, so we had did a poll on Instagram and we also had asked on Snapchat, like, you know, if we had made a YouTube channel, what would our first video be? Either a story time or our morning routine. I mean, a big majority of people said they still wanted the morning routine, but we got more.
Story time is the most interesting. That shit is juicy.
Yeah, it's just some juicy shit. Like, it was the start of everything, you know? So, basically, our story time is going to be the story on how we first met.
How we got together.
Yeah,
that's an interesting story right
very
there.
Interesting.
Very
it wasn't
interesting.
like any other story you'd probably hear. It was actually very awkward and weird, and the way it just like happened was just weird. Like, we both met in a very interesting time in our lives. Like, we were both kind of doing our own thing. I feel like we were both kind of just focusing on ourselves.
What was you doing around that time?
I just got a new job, and I was getting like hella hours. And like, I was making bank, you know.
She was working, you know, all that shit. And I was doing my military thing, and I was working too. Just, you know, keeping above water, staying afloat.
I was still living with my mom, you know, not paying rent.
I have my own place.
He had his own place. He's on his grown shit. Well, you just turned 22. I'm only 20. I'm turning 22 soon. But I was 19 when I met him. You were 20, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was 20. And so anyways, this guy had hit me up. It wasn't him. I mean, let me start off saying that. It wasn't him. This guy had hit me up, like, on Snapchat, and he was like, oh, like, you know, like, I found you on Twitter, like, I found your Snapchat, like, you're so pretty, like, I want, you know, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, whatever. So he, like, kept trying to convince me, like, hey, let's hang out, and, like, at that time, like, the only reason I would hang out with a guy is either because I'm gonna smoke all your weed or I'm gonna get a free meal from you, because, like, I was just that kind of person. So he was like, hey, like, we can smoke, like, my homies are having a little kickback. And I didn't even know this guy. Like, you know that date that you go on a date with a guy, like, to get to know him? That was our date. So I didn't even know him. So he was like, okay, like, let's go to this kickback. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, I have nothing better to do. I'll go. So I go to this kickback, and I'm already stoned because we're smoking on the way there. And, like, he seems pretty cool. He's with his friend, too, in the passenger seat. They're really cool, whatever. And we pull up, and he's there. And, like, a couple other people are there. It was, like, a pretty, chill kickback.
Fly.
No, he was looking cute, you know. He was like,
Josie,
he wasn't being flirtatious at all.
That's why you gotta play the friend role.
No, he was being, like, just really nice.
You can't be too aggressive with it. You gotta chill, relax.
Like, just...
You know what I'm saying?
Not nothing overboard. So I didn't even think like he was trying to talk to me. I was like, okay, like whatever. So we're just having a good time, whatever. And like throughout the party, like he kept like, cause we were all like mingling. It was like a small kickback, and he kept like coming up to us.
Yeah, I kept asking the homie. I was like, hey, bro, is this you? I came up to him straight like that, respectful. I was like, is this you? Trying to make sure it wasn't his girl first so I could either stop looking or make my move. You get me? So then I was like, is this you? Is this you? This man had the audacity. Mind you, this is the first time they ever hanging out. You never do this. He said, nah, this ain't me. This is my homegirl. I said, right then and there, damn, don't do that.
But anyways, he asked like 4 times. And every single time he was like, no, it's my homegirl. Like, it's my homegirl.
It's my homegirl. I was like, all right, it's your homegirl. And so let me mind you, so after like 15 minutes, 20 minutes after he said that, he was like, oh, we gonna go get some more weed. I was like, okay. And then she was like, okay. She acted like she was about to get up and leave. He was like, no, just stay here. We'll be back. I was like, damn. Mind you, she doesn't know anybody at the party. Anybody. And he just sits there and left her sitting there on the couch. I see her sitting on the couch. I was like, oh, she cute. I was like, all right. I walked by her. She gave me that little look. I was like, oh, she did that? Oh, yeah, that's my cue. So I did a little loop around, hit a U-turn on that ass. And then so I came and sat next to her. I was like, what's wrong? Like, why he just leave you like that? What you doing? She was like, I don't know why he just left me. And then after that, I sat down, started associating with her. We started talking.
But he wasn't even like flirtatious. Like, he wasn't like, hey, hello, mama, like, what's good? Like, you know, you looking real nice, you know, like what's the deal? You trying to come to my place after this?
She was already, I knew I had to approach her different. She was too cute.
No, I'm not gonna lie. Like, when I do go to places like that, I try to keep that resting bitch face because I don't want to talk to anyone. But he was like just being nice. Like, hi, my name's Isaiah.
Don't ever try to play me.
Isaiah McGraw.
She thinks don't ever try to play me like that.
No, I'm gonna keep it real. I thought he was a square.
Damn.
Cause he just seems so friendly. Like what kind of guy do you know that just randomly comes up to you like, hi, Hey, what's your name? Hey, we should be friends.
I did not say it on
No, he didn't say that. He didn't say that. I'm just
She's
playing.
trying to dog me.
I'm
No,
just playing.
I was just being friendly, you know what I'm saying? I was being strictly friendly, didn't even flirt. I wasn't doing none of that.
So he got my Snapchat, like whatever, like he got my Snapchat.
But oh wait, I got her snap when he was there. So they came back. We all sitting at the table chilling and stuff talking, and me and her just talking, and then they wasn't saying nothing. So I was like, oh, you got a snap? And she was like, yeah. She just gave me the snap right in front of him. He ain't saying nothing.
Nothing.
Cause again, it's his homegirl.
It's his homegirl. I had went home that night, whatever, and the next morning I had work, and I got a snap from him. And like, to be real, like I wasn't gonna open it.
I didn't think she was gonna open it.
Just because like I don't know, I just didn't want to open it. Like I said, like that time in my life, like I didn't really want to talk to anyone. I was just like, I was on some me shit, you know? So he had hit me up, and like I remember I remember the day I opened it too, like, cause it was so slow at work. And like I was like, okay, fuck it. Like I have nothing better to do. I'm not texting anyone. Like let me just open it. So I opened it. He's like, did you get home safe? Like, you know how guys play that part? Like, you know, like, hey, did you get home safe? I'm so sorry you felt so awkward at the party. Like, you know. And I was like, oh, like it's cool, whatever. And he goes, hey, so are you gonna hang out with him?
I was like, so you hanging out with him later today? And she was like, no, I haven't even talked to him at all. I was like, oh yeah? She was like, I don't think I'm gonna talk to him anymore. I would say, oh, that's my cue. I was like, well, if you're not doing nothing, maybe you should just chill. And this is rule number one, guys. If you're trying to chill with a bad, you know, little thing, don't say, if she says yes, let's chill, don't ask, what do you want to do? Don't say that. Give her options. I was like, one, we can either go out and get food. Two, we could just sit in the car and talk and chill. Or three, you can come back to my house and we can watch movies and shit. You already know.
And like I was a boring kind of girl, so like I'd rather just like chill in the house rather than go out to the movies or like go do something, because I'm boring and I'm always tired. So like he just wanted to chill, and I was like, okay, like whatever. And like I said, like I didn't.
Netflix account.
Shut up. No, he did, but like it wasn't like I didn't like. I really thought he was just trying to be my friend, you know. So anyways, ever since like that night, like we hung out, like there hasn't been a day like where we stopped talking. Well, we did have like a break later on, but like.
But we gonna get into that later.
We gonna get into that later. But long story short, don't leave a girl at a party because she's gonna get snatched up. That's just the way it works, you know. Because like I said, like after that, like we started hanging out, and like I went to a couple parties with him, and like you know how guys are at parties, and like the minute he would leave me, like guys would try to talk to me. And like I mean, like we weren't dating, but he wasn't gonna let them snatch me.
Yeah, you don't.
Like you know how guys work.
Even if y'all talking, you still don't let the girl you talking to get snatched. If she come out with you, she leave with you. What you mean? If she come out with you, she don't get nobody else's number, because that's burnt. If you take a girl out and she try to talk to somebody else, get another dude snap in front of you, she going home with him. I'm not driving you home. That's over with.
We think about it today though. We're like, what does that guy think? Like, cause like, I mean, we live together now, like we've been dating for like a year. Like, what does he think? Like, damn. Like, I mean, not like that could have been me, but like, I don't know, what does he think? Like, I don't know. I don't know how guys think, but.
Yeah, so.
It's not your typical, like how you meet, oh my gosh, I saw him, he saw me, and I just had to have him, and he just had to have him.
No, it wasn't.
Because it wasn't like that.
For a relationship
we didn't want to be in a relationship. We were really just chilling. So
let us know in the comments what y'all think about our story. What y'all think about how we met.
Yeah.
And if y'all want to hear some more crazy stories, let us know in the comments too. You know,
yeah, let us know in the comments. You know, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter. You know, our next video, we're gonna try to do one every week. We're kind of new to this, but we're probably gonna do one every Friday. So
yeah. So please subscribe. Let's get up.